Hi, we're at 11 Madison Park in New York City. We are here for the Top 50 Awards, which will be taking place on Monday. And we're excited to be interviewing Daniel Humm and Will Guidara, who are co owners of this beautiful restaurant that we have the privilege to be visiting. They are very well known, not just for serving absolutely impeccable food, but also for the attention to detail in how they treat every customer and providing a special experience to everyone who comes through the restaurant. We're in New York and Top 50 is here, which is exciting for the city. Does it add any pressure to what you do? And then how did entering Top 5 affect your business?
I think, look, if you play basketball and you want to play it competitively, eventually you want to play in the NBA. If you play in the NBA, you want to go to the playoffs. If you play in the playoffs, you want to go to the finals. If you go to the finals, you want to win the final, right? I think we decided that we want to be part of this. We want to do this for real. And so I think, yeah, it's pressure, but not really. Like, for sure, it's pressure, but it's like, it's also the joy, like being part of this, being part of this list. It's just unbelievable, and being in a place where actually the world really cares what we do is like the best thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the pressure of this weekend only comes because there's so many people who we have so much respect for. They're going to be dining in our restaurants, and we want to give them a really great experience. Um, and I think beyond that, everything else we take in stride because I think he's right when he does the NBA reference. I think the only difference is that in basketball, the championship is everything. In our world, there's the 50 best, and there's Michelin, and there's New York Times, and so it's not the end all be all. But we feel like as long as we keep on doing on a daily basis the things that we feel proud of, and then as long as those things are recognized by any one of those different groups, it's just awesome, and it feels really good, and it's nice to be in a place where we're recognized to the point where when all these people are in town, they do want to come and eat here, because we got into this business because we enjoy serving people, and so this weekend we're going to get to serve a lot of people that we really admire.
That's amazing. And do you think American cuisine is well represented in this list?
We haven't seen the list,
Yeah, I guess it's true.
but from previous years, yeah, I think it's amazing how far American cuisine has come in the last 15 years. I've been in this country for 13 years, and when I came in Europe, I didn't know about American chefs and American restaurants, and for me, like, I had to be convinced to move here, to work here, because that's not the first thing I thought of when I thought of America as a chef. And I think that has changed just so tremendously. I mean, it's unbelievable um, how many famous restaurants there are now and how many unbelievable chefs there are now in this country, and they are recognized worldwide. So it's really an exciting time to be in America, to be in a restaurant that is, it serves fine dining food.
Do you think there's anyone who should be on the list and hasn't made it that comes to mind?
I don't know. I think that if we think about it and you look around between 1 through 100, a lot of the great restaurants in America have made it on there. I think if you look at like some of the southern cooking in America, that's never had a role there, and that would be, I think, lovely for the South and the cuisine of the American South to have some representation. Um, but listen, I think it's easy to start picking restaurants here and there that should be on and aren't. I think when you look at that list in total, there's some amazing restaurants from all over the world that are there, and it's fun to be a part of it.
And it seems like this year there's a front of the house award,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you particularly feel about that?
I think it's amazing.
About time.
Yeah, listen, we've been screaming this for a long time that a restaurant is not all about food. A restaurant is about feeding people, but it's also about serving people. And our entire relationship is based on that, about the fact that a restaurant run by both the kitchen and the dining room is a restaurant that makes its decisions based on what's best for the dining experience, not based on what's just best for the food or based on what's just best for the service. And I believe that cooking is a craft, and the way in which it's evolved over the past 10 years is inspiring. But I also believe that service and hospitality are a craft. And in the absence of recognition for the people that give their lives to that craft, there's going to be less and less people motivated to pursue it. And so I'm really happy that they've added that, and hopefully that gives people all over the world the motivation to care more about that side of the restaurant.
And I think in the last year, you've interacted and had some fun experiences with some of the other chefs on the top 50 list, and Massimo, and some of the fun chefs around. What are some of those memorable experiences and interactions you've had?
I mean, there's so many. What's beautiful is that, this list brings chefs from all over the world together. I mean, I'm speaking all over the world: Asia, South America, Europe, America, Australia. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And we feel so fortunate to have met some of these wonderful, amazing people from all these different cultures. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And, the people who work in this business, it takes a certain type of person. And so when we all get together, there's a lot of chemistry and you understand each other. And I think we all work very, very hard, but we enjoy life, and we like to have fun, and we like to share. And so it's just really beautiful. And, we've met some of our best friends in that circle. Some amazing people that first we admired, and today they're our friends. And so it's beautiful.
And a lot of the chefs, Renee and the Rokas, and it seems like they have gone on the road quite a bit and taken their cuisine to Tokyo or to Australia, and some to Europe. And uh, it's great that you're expanding to the West Coast, but are you coming to see us in Europe and doing anything there, or traveling to that side of the world at any point? And where would you want to go if you did that?
Well, we did last fall. We went to Zurich. Zurich is where I grew up, and we brought 11 Madison Park to Zurich for a week. And I think that was just something that was really important to me after have left for 13 years, to go back home and show what we have done. So that was really beautiful for us.
Yeah, beyond that, that's it for now.
All right. I'll take just 2 more minutes of your time. Just in terms of female chefs in the world, it seems like they're still not as well represented. Do you think there's any reason for it? Do you think that's changing?
I think I can't exactly think of a reason, but I know that for fact, like I love, we have a lot of women working in our kitchens, and I think we have, some of the women are so incredibly talented, and have a little bit of a different way they look at food, a little bit different way that they taste food or they plate food. Such an amazing sensibility. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, some of the best chefs in our company are women, and so I don't. That's all. That's all we know, and that's all we believe. And so it feels like change is just coming more and more, because if you look at the ranks in our company, those are the next people that are going to go out and open their own restaurants. And if the dynamic of our team is any indication, it's just moving in that direction.
Great. And just last question. So Monday's coming, Monday's approaching. Apart from seeing yourselves and seeing 11 Madison as top of the list, who else would you want to see in that spot or the few spots on top?
I mean, I think Massimo deserves it at this stage. I think he's been working at it for a really long time, and I think the impact that he's had. And listen, I think the 50 Best is about the restaurant itself. I think it's also about the impact. And the impact that he's had on Italian cooking and cuisine, it's pretty remarkable. And also just the way in which he interacts with people. And I think he's a really good guy, and you always want good guys to win.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you, guys.